Welcome to Introduction to Ball-Jointed Dolls, Part 3, an overview of some styles. The style of a doll is its aesthetic look. There are a variety of styles available, ranging from extremely anime to very realistic. Each company or artist generally works in one style or has a consistent look for their dolls. Over time, dolls have become more realistic, which, again, was once very controversial and is now basically no big deal. Choosing the style that you like for your dolls is an important step. Anime style is mostly popular in vinyl dolls, like Dolphy Dreams, such as the Saber Alter on the far right. But resin dolls in the anime style can be found. SQ Labs and 2D Dolls are two major producers of resin anime style dolls. Anime style dolls are usually characterized by very large eyes, a small nose, and sometimes an expression mouth with a smile, an open mouth, teeth, and so forth. Baby doll style dolls tend to have large eyes but more rounded features than anime style dolls. They can be anywhere from 16 centimeters tall, like Laddie Yellows, to SDs. A hot new trend is putting huge 8 to 9 inch sized heads on fat 40 centimeter bodies, like the Dear SD Kira. Rosenlied's Holiday Child and Lutz Baby Dolls are other examples of the big baby trend, and lots of other companies are starting to have big babies too. That means that at the 1/4 scale height, we have slim minis that look like adults, standard MSDs that look like children, and big babies that look like old-fashioned baby dolls. They're all 1/4 scale, but because of their different sizes, they are not going to fit the same clothes. The great majority of dolls fall somewhere between anime and realistic. Fairyland Minifay Chloe and Delph L are two of the most popular dolls of all time, and this in-between style has endured for most of the hobby as a popular look. Continuing up the scale toward more realistic types of dolls. The doll Sum Dia, here shown on the right, is shown as a girl, and it was originally released by Sum as a girl, but is often gender swapped to be a boy, to the point that Sum released the head on a boy body too. And finally, the most realistic dolls. Very realistic dolls tend to be 60 centimeters tall or more, although there are some dolls in the 40 to 50 centimeter range that are realistic as well. There are lots of robot dolls. The Batchix dolls are sculpted by an American. Lots of dolls that are otherwise normal have elf ears, vampire fangs, or both. Sometimes these are additional bonus heads, and sometimes the doll just always has fangs or pointy ears. Anthropomorphic dolls are also available. Most are in the 26 centimeter range, but a few can be found at 40 and 60 centimeters as well. As you can see, these dolls run the gamut from giraffe to fish monster and everything in between. A lot of dolls have optional fantasy parts. Centaur dolls have become popular recently as the natural outgrowth of the popularity of dolls with animal feet just a few years ago. Scorpion tails, mermaid tails, horns, ears, just about anything you can imagine has been stuck onto a doll. Skin tones. Many different skin tones are available for dolls, any color that a resin can reasonably take. Most companies offer a default color, sometimes called normal or natural, that is somewhat peachy. Some companies label their normal as having pinky or yellowy undertones. Most companies also offer a white color, and some companies even do fantasy colors like gray, purple, and so forth. Skin tones are also relevant because of a concept called yellowing. Over time, all resins become less pink because the red pigment in the resin breaks down more quickly than other pigments. This is referred to as yellowing. Some dolls become greener as they yellow, and some become yellower. So especially white skin dolls have a tendency to look greener rather than yellower, but not all the time. To slow the yellowing process, keep your doll out of sunlight when you're not playing with her. You can store your doll in the box, or if you want to display your doll, put her on a shelf or a cabinet that you can cover up from sunlight with a dark or a blackout blanket. Darker colors in the resin require additional pigmentation to be mixed into the resin. This can cause swirls or bubbles in the resin, and it's generally more difficult to produce. Nowadays, a lot of companies offer colors that are darker than peach, but these colors are likely to cost a little bit more money or only be available during special order periods. The hobby also struggles with representing realistic features of people of all racial backgrounds. However, a lot of progress has been made, and people requesting darker skin colors is what led to companies offering more frequent skin color options. If you like a doll that doesn't come in a darker color, you can ask the company if they'll do a special order from the resin color, or you can spray or dye the doll yourself. Translucency is also important for skin tones. Translucency is the see-throughness of the resin, and it can vary a lot. French resin is a traditional translucent resin, but it turns yellow quickly. Not many companies use it anymore, although you can still find some French resin dolls secondhand. Other resins have different translucencies, and companies mix the resins in proprietary balances to get what they feel is the best overall look. This is Ippelhaus's new Glow resin line. They have the same resins in a less translucent formula, which is a little less expensive, and they do offer gray and a darker tan. This is Dolce's translucent resin line called Honey. Again, they also have some fantasy colors. Resin Soul is a more budget-friendly BJD company that has a lot of fantasy color options. Other companies like Doll will do custom color matching by request. You send them a color chip and they will match it to your doll.